Hi. Hi, you guys. I'm Cindy. I'm Craig's partner, and I'm going to be starting us off with some stretches today. First, we're going to start with our neck. We're going to get started there. So first, I like to do some lookies. It's just where we're going to look to the right, and then we're going to look to the left. So go ahead and get started. You can do this from seated, or you can do it from standing if you prefer, whichever works best for you. But first, we're just going to start by looking to the right. And just hold that for 3 seconds. And then slowly bring your head back center. And then you're going to be looking to the left. Again, we'll hold it for 3. All right, back center. Let's do that one more time. Look to the right. Should be feeling that stretch right here. All right, and then relax and then back left. And again, you're going to be feeling the stretch on the opposite side right here. Then we're just going to gently do some circles. I'm going counterclockwise, chin to my chest, and then chin up. One more time. Yeah, don't overdo it. If that's hurting you, then definitely stop. Then we'll go the other direction. Just be gentle. All right. And then let's start with some let's start with some arm circles. So bring your arms up, set your shoulder blades down. You don't want your arms up like this. You want to set your shoulder blades down. And we're going to go bring your arms forward, just like this. We'll do some circles. Keep going. All right. And then we're going to reverse. So now we're going backwards. Again, make sure your shoulders are seated down. I like to tuck them in my back pocket. At least that's what I tell myself. All right, and then relax those arms down. All right, and then we're gonna do some windmills. So they're circles, but we're gonna do them nice big circles. We're getting that shoulder mobility going. And I'm just doing my right arm forward. We'll do 10 of these. All right, and then relax that one arm, your first arm. Nice job, you guys. Then we're gonna do the other arm. For me, that's my left arm. So if you started with your right, we're on your left now. Nice job. Try to keep that arm nice and straight. Looking good, you guys. All right, and now we're going to do some trunk twists. Just want you to put your hands on your hips and then slowly turn your shoulders. Let's start going right. Turn your shoulders right. You're going to feel that in your back. We'll hold it just for a few seconds. And then we're just going to come back center. Then we're going to do the same thing on the left-hand side. Just hold that for 5 seconds. All right, back center. And we're gonna do that to the right-hand side again. Nice job. All right, back to center. Then we're gonna go left. All right, nice job, you guys. Next, let's actually do our shoulder reaches. We're gonna just bring your arm. I'm starting with my right arm, keeping it straight, relatively straight. And then pressing it to my chest. We're just gonna hold that. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. All right, nice job, and then relax. Bring your other arm across. We're gonna press that one. Nice, looks good, you guys. All right, and relax that one down. And we're gonna do a tricep stretch. Bring your arm, I'm bringing my right arm up and behind my head, and then you can hold it with your other hand. Hold your elbow here. Nice job, and don't let it push too much on your neck. We're gonna hold that for 5. All right, and then arm down, other arm up, and then we're gonna reach over with the opposite hand and grab the elbow, and just give it some gentle pressure. Nice job. All right, and release. And then let's see, let's do our knee to chest. I'm gonna start with my right. Just bring that knee up to your chest. And I got both my hands here on my shin, kind of giving it a tug. And then we're just gonna hold that there for a few seconds. Nice job, you can release that one. Let's bring the other leg up. Hug it to your chest. And again, both hands here on the shin and shoulders tucked down into your back pockets. All right, nice work. And then let's do our quadriceps stretches. If you want, you can do this one standing. I'll show you standing and then I'll show you it laying down. So standing, feet about shoulder width apart. If you want, for balance, you can grab something like a chair and then you're just gonna bring your one foot up. I've got my, let me do it this way so you can see, but I'm holding my ankle with my hand and I'm keeping my knees in line with one another to the best of my ability. And so that's standing. And you can do the same thing laying down. I'm just going to show you the other position. I'm not sure if you can see me. There we go. So you can do the same stretch laying down, legs straight, and bring that heel up to your butt. Knees in a line, and doing the very same movement. All right, and then we're gonna do the other side, left-hand side, or the opposite of what you did if you didn't start with your right. All right, so then bringing my balance point to the other side, so I have something to hold on to for stability. And then I'm just gonna bring my foot up, again, holding my ankle like so, and my knees are in line with one another, and my shoulders are seated. And you can do that from standing or from laying down, whichever you prefer. All right, looks good. All right, let me get Craig and he'll get you started on the core workout.
Hey, you guys. So like I said, I'm going to do mine on the ground. So I'm just going to adjust this down. About like that. Okay. So for the first ones, we're going to do planks. Planks are when you're on your arms and your toes. If you are not on the ground and you're not able to do a plank, what I would love you to do is from that seated position, you want to tighten your core up from top of your hip, from your iliac crest, all the way up through. So you're going to engage this entire area right here, your whole breadbasket, nice and tight as you can keep it, and keep it tight the whole time that we're doing a plank. If you're doing a plank with me, a plank is just going to be in this position where your elbows are down, your toes are down, and you're in a nice, even, flat position. You're not like sagging. Don't put your tush up in the air, nice and flat, just like a board. That's why it's called a plank. So we are going to go for 30 seconds first, and then at 30 seconds, you're going to just lower yourself nice and gently to the mat. If you need to take weight off at any time during the plank, just drop one knee onto the ground, but stay in the plank position. That way you'll keep that tone and you'll keep it nice and rigid. So here we go. We're going to pull up and we're going to go for 30 seconds. If you're seated, remember, tighten up that whole core the whole time. Here we go. And we're off. Now time on my side. Keep it nice and tight. Don't sag. Keep everything even. You're halfway there. Five more. 2, 1, and go down to that mat nice and gently. Now we're going to flip around and we're going to do something called a Russian twist. So this is for our seated athlete or on the ground athlete, doesn't matter. Let me just angle a little bit for you. So a Russian twist is basically your heels are touching the ground. If you're a seated athlete, you're just going to stay in that same position. Yeah, you're going right, exactly, left to right. This is one, if you want to use a weight, you can. If you even want to hold something like a can of beans, things like that, all those things work. If you want to make it harder, tip that back. So the further you tip back, the harder it is for your core to kind of let you cheat. Doesn't take much adaptation. You're just going to be rolling those hands over to the side. And so we're going to do 30, so it'll be 15 on each side. We're just going to go, they go pretty quick, so don't feel like you have to go super slow. So we're going to go ahead and do them right now. Here we go. Heels down, planted nice and firm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. So now from that same seated position, we are going to do leg raises. So they used to call them 6 inches. You can go 6 inches off the ground if you want, or you can go slightly higher than 6 inches. The big thing you don't want to do is don't bring your feet way up high, because that basically takes the pressure off. If you're a seated athlete, what we're going to do is we're going to hold this leg raise for 30 seconds. If you're a seated athlete, I want you to do the trunk twist, like what Cindy started warming you up with. As you twist, don't tighten up until do the twist, then tighten your core. At 15 seconds, I'll tell you when it's 15, you're going to just roll the other way, and it's going to be 15 on that side. So you're basically doing a trunk twist with a core tightening on the sides. For you on the ground, 6 inches. 6 inches is about that high. So just remember that. Don't go too high or don't go too low. So we're going to go for 30 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If you're twisting, switch the other side. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Whatever that makes you not circulate energy in your legs will lose.
Say that again. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay, so kind of similar to that, we're going to do something called a boat. A boat, you make your body like a little C shape, right? So it looks like a rocking chair. So you want to be like this. If you need to put your hands, kind of steady yourself, feel free. Sometimes I do that if I'm feeling kind of rickety. We're going to hold the boat for 30 seconds. The thing you don't want to do is don't push down on your hands, because you're just going to kind of lean forward and it puts a lot of stress on your shoulder. So just hit the boat. My fingers are just lightly touching, or I don't let them touch at all. And that makes me really control that. If you're a seated athlete, what we want to do is we want to draw our knees towards us as much as we can. So whether that's with our arms, that's fine. If you're seated, you want to maybe just lift them a little off the chair, or you just want to be applying pressure. And when you apply that pressure, that will tighten your core for you. So just pull and tighten, and you're going to hold that the whole time we're holding the boat. So you don't go too far. I just saw you go really deep. Don't go that deep. About like right here. So if you're seated, just pull it. You just want to be bringing pressure, and the pressure is going to run all the way through your core. So if you're doing a boat, we're going to hold that boat for 30 seconds. If you're doing the pull, you're going to hold that for 30 seconds. So here we go. We're going to pull up into the boat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. That's one round. So now is a great time to drink some water. That's what I'm going to grab. So you'll notice, so I don't do sit-ups. I'm not a huge fan of sit-ups, basically because my back is fused, so I have metal back there. So kind of that rolling up and down doesn't feel so great. Some weeks we do crunches, but even with crunches, I only do like a partial raise. So you won't see like a lot of like really dynamic movement with the core exercises that I do. I'm a bigger fan of like low intensity, but like longer time. So it builds up your endurance in your core. For climbing, so most of these, because I'm the climbing manager, core is huge for climbing. So all your power when you're walking or moving or running or climbing specifically comes from right here. So the stronger your core is, the more you can engage your feet when you're on a wall climbing. So if you're in a climbing program, if you want to get into a climbing program, adaptive, we do these programs all around the country. I'm based in Puerto Rico, but travel to the lower 48 in Hawaii. So I kind of do swing trips, which is what all our programmers do. And so we have programs in a lot of big cities. I know a lot of you are from Chicago. There is an up and running climbing program there already. If you are somewhere and you don't know about one, just hit us up on our website because we can kind of steer you towards a program that you might like. We offer 10 different sports if you don't know us well, from water sports to climbing to biking to skiing. So we kind of have a sport for most people if you're looking for one. And if you're trying to get active again, that's our big thing, is just getting you moving and getting you active and build you up and connect you to some community. That's a huge thing for us, is community is very powerful. So we're all about that. So we're going to do another round of these same exercises in the same way. We'll change the times a little bit. So it'll be a little bit longer on some of them and a little bit shorter on one of them. So we'll go with planks again, Russian twist, leg raise, and boats. And then Cindy will take you out with 1, 2, 3 different stretches to kind of cool you down. So like we're going to get that core kind of tired. Then we kind of stretch it out and get the stuff out of there that hopefully doesn't make you sore tomorrow. So, but if you're sore tomorrow, we always say then we did our job right. So that's a good thing. So I'm going to rest for about 40 more seconds. And I time everything. I'm really good at counting in my head. So I time everything in 30-second intervals. Rests are about 2 minutes. 2 minutes is enough time for your body to kind of regulate itself again and get ready to go. And then like I said, I'm a big fan of endurance. So it's a 30 seconds minimum. Sometimes, like I said, we're going to bump up here for 15 seconds on 2 of the exercises, just again to build some of that endurance in your core and hopefully keep you all stronger. That's the idea anyway. Hello, young man. Hello. This is Dash. He's the official boy. He's just annoying now. He's the official dog of Adaptive Adventures. Okay, so we're going to start with those planks again. So remember, planks, elbows are down, toes are down. If you're in that seated position, your legs are nice and relaxed. You're tightening everything up in your core. We're going to hold that for 30 seconds. So here we go. Ready? And you're going to pull that core tight too. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just nice and slow onto the mat. Switching over to the Russian twist. So we're all going to be doing Russian twists. So we did 15 per side. We're going to do that exact same thing again. So if you want to use a weight, this is the time to do that. If you don't want to use a weight, that's fine too. I also sometimes use my water bottle. Kind of nice because it's always next to me anyway, so why not? Russian twist, remember, it's a nice controlled movement. You're not like flipping around like a fish. You want to really control that core as you're doing them. So here we go. We're going to do 15 on each side. Nice and steady. Keep those heels planted firmly on the ground. And remember, if you want to make it harder, just tip back a little more. That'll make it harder. Here we go. Remember, if you're seated, same thing. Nice, even motion. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Okay, leg raises. Again, if you're seated, you're going to be pulling those legs in, right? Pulling them in nice and tight. Yeah, that's what we did. Pull those legs in nice and tight, and that's when the core engages. Don't engage it until you're pulled in tight, okay? If you're doing leg raises, 6 inches, again, it's about like that. This is the other Adaptive Adventures dog, Luna. So we're gonna hold this one. We did this for 30 seconds. So we're gonna tack on a little bit more. I swear it won't be a lot though. Here we go. 1, let me check the chat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Just a little bit more. So now the last thing we're going to do is boats. Again, you're going to make that C shape. If you're a seated athlete today, you're going to do that twist. So do the twist, then tighten that core. So you want to really turn those muscles and then make them nice and tight as you turn. Don't torque up here and then turn. It's kind of hard on your spine. So it's nice, relaxed, then core up. Keep your arms nice and firm. Everything is tight all in the upper part. If you're doing a boat, remember you can put your fingers down to steady yourself. We're going to hold this one for 30 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8 more seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good. Lovely. Okay, we're going to take 2 minutes. Drink some water, and then Cindy is going to give you 3 to kind of cool you down. Luna will stare peacefully at you to make you all feel relaxed. You guys did great. We're going to do, I forget when we have this one again. I have to look at the calendar. Cindy and I do a general conditioning program once a week, and then we do the core class once every 2 weeks, I think it is. Something like that. So yeah, feel free to check the Adaptive site. You'll be able to see all the offerings. And like I said, if you're looking for a specific sport, look on the site as well. And then just email us and ask us a question, and we'll make sure we get back to you. Chat. So you're up.
All right. All right. Nice work, you guys. How's everybody feeling? Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right, so I'm going to cool you down with a couple more stretches. This first one, I'm just going to be in the seated position. So if you're on the ground, then that's good news. My legs are straight in front of me, and I'm just going to gently lean forward towards my toes. And you'll notice I'm not actually quite to my toes. So just reach as far as you can, as far as your hamstrings here will allow you. We're just going to lean forward. Try to keep your back nice and straight. And just hold that pose. All right, for a few more seconds, we're going to hold it. All right, and then we're going to sit up, kind of release that. Alrighty, and then we're gonna reach forward again towards those toes. Some of you are very flexible. I'm impressed. Alrighty, and then release. Sitting up again, nice and tall. All right, and one more time towards those toes. Very good. All right, and release. Now we're just gonna point and flex our feet. So go ahead and flex those feet and then point and then flex and then point. I'm supporting myself. I'm supporting my back with my arms nice and straight here as I point and flex. All right, nice job. Alternating between the point and the flex. All right, good job, you guys. All right, and then we're gonna do from a standing position now. Let me change the screen just a little bit. All right, and you can do this from standing or from a seated position. We're just gonna bring our arms up above our head. I'll give you a second. If you wanna stand, go ahead and stand up. We'll bring our arms above our head, just like this, seat our shoulders down. And then we're just gonna lean to one side. Just hold it for a few seconds. And then back to center. And then we're gonna go to the left-hand side. Very nice, looking good, everyone. All right, back to center. Keep those shoulders seated down. And then back to the right-hand side. And back to center. And then we're gonna go left-hand side. And back to center. All right, arms down like this. All right, and then last one we're gonna do is a toe touch. So I'm doing it from standing position, trying to keep a flat back, and then reaching down towards the toes. We're just gonna hold that for a moment. And then we're gonna release and stand up. And then back down again. See if you can go a little bit deeper. But don't overdo it. And then roll ourselves back up. Very nice. And one more time down. All right, and back up. All right, nice job, you guys.